content. Now live end stream, but live 0 out end stream button. You are
I don't know. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Blind Proofing, y'all. I'm excited. We got a little bit of ending endless today, which I probably won't normally do on stream if I'm being honest with you guys, because it's not being released on RoyyalRoad quite yet, and that's mostly what this stream is for, is helping people build their writing fan base online and different things of that nature. So my platform that I use is RoyyalRoad, which currently is in the middle of a writing competition, which is really cool. I think I joined it this year just so I could start putting out Lincoln Lex and force myself to get out all this old content that I wrote and don't exactly know what I want to do with, so I want to get them developed and put out rather than just sitting on them endlessly. That doesn't make sense, guys. We gotta, pun intended, we gotta make endless come to life.
Safari, Pages, Finder, Speechify, Streamlabs Desk Safari. 10 minutes for now in speech chat window, text entry area, reload page, speech 75% loaded, 0, text entry area, blank, T-E-T-I-N-G, testing, 1, 2, 3, 123 exclamation mark, pages,
At blindfolded proof, testing 123, said.
footer, group, body, page 1 of 3, edit text, colliding with everything physical beyond the Apple made page, file, open, read, clear menu, file, menu, 21, open recent, submenu, 4, light learning, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, chapter, Carter in Untitled 5, Untitled 12, Untitled 9, clear menu, closing menu, body, page 7 of 7, edit text, insertion on word, beyond, between characters, body, O, T, N, O, R. Doc, speech of pages, open, menu, Untitled 9, Untitled 12, Untitled 5, Carter intro, chapter 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. Checkmark 4, black diamond, black diamond, Untitled 7, black diamond, Untitled 9, black diamond, Untitled 5, black diamond, Untitled. New items, pages, 4, light learning pages, window, body, header, group, body, around all those around him, began to softly flow off like waves from their bodies. Actions available, body, footer, group, body, incredibly, body, head, beginning of text, new line, 4, light learning, close. Doc, pages, open, 27 of 40. Actions of pages. Safari, Streamlabs, Finder, Volume 1, Why Humans Don't Get Response. Now in iCloud status bar. Icon view, vertical sidebar, in sidebar, the LibreRife Unite, locations, documents, level 1. Actions available, desktop, download, application, favorites, shared, recents. Out of sight, icon view, 3, 2, 1, zip chap card, Untitled 9, Untitled 7, 39, pages, 4, info 39, pages document, pages, cancel, button, opening 39. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press control, body, page 1 of 2, and add new, make new, this, new, current standing, sensation.
So, with ending endless, I know this is like a complete subversion of what people are used to for endless isotope, but I decided to take because this is an alternate universe for my main storyline, and I decided to take a slow progressionist fashion to the development of Sovereign from the beginning. And it's been interesting developing in this manner because I'm used to more of the throw ride kind of humbling, to be honest.
Finder. Safari. Safari. Speech chat. Now in 17 CHILLV 13 minutes 13 share YouTube Vic 13 main end of banner account men and main comp in this video autoplay is on subtitles settings theater mode airplay full screen key end of YouTube air settings subtitles autoplay is in this video 14 minutes to 53% volume 28% volume 33% volume. You are current 28%, 23%, 18%, 23% volume. 13% volume. Pages. Pages. Body, what is this sensation? Actions available. Bought a new line. Come to enjoy recently. Not weightless or even afloat, but entirely free. New line. What is this sensation? End of text. End of text body. What is this sensation? New page tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. D O N T don't B F U R P R I E D surprised D child space child I T O D told Y O U T that Y U W E R E word A D E made T O T U D E R T A D understand T A E these D E P T A depths space depths right double quotation mark space A D said A M A R space E voice space 11 point Helvetica Noi align natural voice period space E G N sovereign D N T didn't T R N T O T A P P R A approach.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. So let me give more background. Just started diving in. So it's a reworking. It's a different universe. It's a slower pace, but I've gotten to play more intimately with every aspect of the story so far. And even though I'm not fully slowed down, I'm getting to go back through with my editor and slow down even further as we add and add and add. I'm searching for like a crazy word count with this one because I actually think that's what it needs, and that the books are just going to be really long and give people a lot of content, a lot of listening hours when the audiobooks are finally produced, and go from there. This chapter we are in the middle of a portal world that has grown to a decent size. The main character doesn't exactly know as much as the other characters involved in the situation, of course, right? But the situation is that River, who many will remember is an archer from Endless Isekai, has pretty much told him that he's gonna come and learn from these fishermen people who are pretty much the descendants of Atlanteans, almost like an aquatic race. But yeah, he's been pretty much forced with the killing of his friends, because there's been a dungeon break of all of these strong portals in the area, and the elites from inside these dungeons all have different objectives. And Rivers just so happens to be needing to pass on this powerful palm art, and Sovereign already has this storm-based mana affinity, So he's pretty much perfect for storm-like places. And underneath the depths of the ocean in this portal world is this massive storm underneath a underwater lake. And it produces this volatile, like, plasma energy that the fishermen let strike their bodies. We only are just about to find this out. They let strike their bodies so that it refines the impurity. Excuse me. Refines the impurities out of their bodies, right? Well, he was here and he was watching the children learn how to do this palm art against these lightning bolts. They gotta, like, snap their hands out and have their palms refined by this energy. Well, it's just beating him up so bad that he can't even do that. So he's been letting it strike his body over and over and over again, all while pointing out their hidden teacher that's trying to use these energies to hide her presence and failing because he only really sees Bayonetta anyway. So, fun little scene. Yeah. But if you guys are interested, you should sign up for the RoyyalRoad Writing competition. Because you may not... You guys may not know this, but a lot of people really are interested in these competitions, as well as their competitors. So they'll even look at your content just trying to figure out who you are because they're competing with you. So even signing up is good for your series, even if you don't plan on doing it. You could sign up, you could do 0 words and still get your story out there more than you expect. It's crazy. Trust me, I've done it before. But we're working on Lincoln Leck for the contest, but I don't write him until Fridays. So you'll probably see me write because I want to make the 55,000. You'll probably see me write a lot of his story. Cause I have a refresher episode coming up for him this Friday, but I think I might have to do an extra one maybe tomorrow. Because I think I'm on like 29 on Lincoln Lex. So I gotta go through all of that material, catch myself all the way up, make like a note sheet. And then my note sheets are like just to keep me updated on things that I need to be remembering for when I start writing that project again. I'm only just starting this and it's helped me out a lot, trust. Also keeping the character sheets with extra information and all that kind of stuff is a really good practice. I only just started doing it. My editors wanted me to do it for years. She's probably gonna, if I get her to watch these streams, she's probably gonna watch that and be like, I told you. And that's okay. I'm okay with being wrong in her direction and anybody else who's trying to help me, be successful. And that's one thing that we do have to take heed of, guys, is like constructive criticism from people that are in the middle of helping you is one thing, and constructive criticism from somebody who is actively just bashing you and they know nothing about you. You can ignore that. Like, don't hold that in your chest, guys. Literally, in my first series, people didn't like the way that I spelled Universe. I took the E out of universe and used like special characters for it because I liked the way it sounded. I was like, Universe, it's magic. I really liked it. People hated it, but for me it was important. And I might end up still using it, you know what I mean? So, but it got people to actively talk about the story though, which is, you know, at the time I took it hard, but now I look back and it's like, was it really all that bad? If that many people were aware, you know, this stupid guy, and they kept reading. The only time that I will truly set things aside is if everybody that I'm trying to get through to actively says to me, this is getting in the way of me understanding what you're trying to say. And that's when I know I need to get back to the drawing board and work on something. So here we are.
Yeah. End of sovereign didn't turn to approach. Space. A space 2 T the A approaching R river space river comma ET but E responded AS T the man WS Y N D G standing T right E beside him D N T not T the EW few A-U-N-D-E-D-E-T-R-E-S space meters A-E-He E-A space meters T-E the T-A tall I-A-R-N fisherman W-A-S M from A-I-M. Hip sovereign didn't turn to the approaching river, but responded as if the man was standing right beside him, and not the few hundred meters the tall fisherman was from him. New tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. This T what you E mid comma space D I E comma E here D E feel E like D drink T O 2 N many R E Y every but E space many E-R-G-Y energy D-R-N-S drinks question mark right double quotation mark new line tab bottom left double quotation mark R-V-E-R river U-A-E-D left space left period new tab bottom left double quotation mark left tab new line period left D sound D made E sovereign E smile T against own L will period new tab left double quotation mark
Sorry, someone's yelling outside my window, guys. And we're on the 3rd floor, so if I can hear them yelling, they're committed. Interesting. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 12:17 p.m.
People have plans on coming home, and they will walk right in and interrupt anything. Alright, so
Page 3 body. Left double quotation, bottom left double quotation mark. I, can, only, you, assume, T, what, T, that, is, what, by. T, it's, E, name, space, name, comma. T, but, E, S, yes. E little D D T D E tide space tide comma
With someone you are. With someone you
page 3 body. I can only assume what that is by its name, but yes, little tide comma tide comma space
you are.
this E N N E space this T R M storm E before you will
You are.
C E infuse many Q U E qualities space qualities comma space
You are.
P O probably R far E more space more P E pure T then space then comp space E R G energy D R N K S drinks S space drinks A S U N E D need body E space U O Y U N A M E name D named
I think my
A
button is going on
space
something, or I'm just not hitting it well enough.
named T M them space them period body right double quotation new line tab each in sovereign E D left space then space then comma E T G letting A his A H E R anger G O go N it A T the space the E N T moment space moment T U what truly R E T G registering A T that H E he D N T didn't N E E D need T A E the sovereign laughed then, letting his anger go in the moment, truly registering that he didn't need the E A T T O 2 A O D hold T A E the E N T N sensation O to P A push himself N what any R E R further space further period space B I N G being M D misspelled M D space D
Yeah, see?
A D mad A
Yeah. If I don't hit my A, I gotta hit my A. Yeah.
Space A mod D A M space G being M A D mad D mad N O W now W U L D N T body wouldn't T right N D N T wouldn't being mad now wouldn't H E L P help comma space U N T I L until I T it W L D would period new line tab body left single quote T E N C A L S chemicals I N N T A E those D R N S drinks A R E R I N S A N E insane U D Y buddy space buddy period body right single quotation new line I E T bet space bet comma space W O N D E R wonder if W E weeks U L D could M A K E make A D R I N K drink U T out O F of T A this T U F stuff comma space T A G T thought A R N arson I N N O R A E R I G N sovereign I N I his A I by A I D E N it's direct space direction period New tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. Bottom left single quotation N O T not T E T without A M G killing you at us at all at T first E T bet space bet comma space B U T but I L L E E P keep S A N I N G scanning E the N T R I L L material N D N E T Y U N double no space no period bottom right single new tab bottom left double quotation mark left double quotation mark K E E P keep S A N I N G scanning comma A T what D O T Y U N E A N mean what by T A T that space that question mark new tab S each in sovereign U N D himself T A N T constant Y constantly I N T E the D A R K dark space dark comma space comma dark I N E G A R D regards T O 2 T E the E T I E entirely space entirely E E free double E D willed E I N G being in a double now P E R X I N G operating I N I D E inside I A E A D head space head period space T A E the E A T space period head space E E I N G feeling O U T out T E the O O P loop A his N own O D Y body P R E D performed A T A S K task E D seemed space seemed space R 4 R I G N sovereign A T E T attest T E T T T E A T T least page 3 bota seemed for sovereign at least space least comma space T O 2 B E B F A R far T O O 2 O E T out of N O O L L control R 4 A I M him U R R E T currently space currently period new tab A M M I body T R I P P I N G tripping question mark new tab bottom left single quotation mark Y U E youth L E T let T E N R H I E S energies I N T O into E R R Y T E M system O T A Y L Y continually R 4 E R Y nearly A N N E T I E entire D A Y day N O double now B O S boss space boss comma space W W W if I double A N T wasn't S N N I G scanning I T R 4 D H E dangerous P R I E properties space prop space I N T wooden G being D O do D G N I B G doing what G O B job right double quotation mark new line right period job right single quote new line tab N O T E D noted comma noted period space H E H A though space T the A T moment space moment E T T I N G letting R another O T bolt double A T E white O E T out his every thought comma space returning not only two breath space breath comma but his same thought thinking far faster than heed done previously space previously period new line tab new period previous space the only things telling him that time past space past comma space both river his we wives movements space movements period period movements period new line tab bottom left double quotation mark D T this is G turning T out better than even what truly thought D would space would come right D said river space river double closer D had been at moments at right single quote at moments prior period new tab bottom left double quotation mark W what what exactly did what expect to happen space then space then question mark body right double quotation mark new line tab H he hated himself little bit for you watch wanting the s answer space answer comma but let mine b the w way he s was coming you understand space understand commas obviously meant to be new tab bottom left double quotation mark maybe that would you and run first test scouting ability space ability comma or maybe make what city captured space captured comma space not space not. Space, not. Space, not. I-N-T-E, int bot R-T-E-E, integrate. Space, integrate. Y-R, your, K-I-N, skin.
To achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Space, skin. W-I-T-A, with. Space. With. S-T-R-M, storm, P-A-S-M-A, plasma. E-T-R-E-L-Y, E-R-I-T-N-E, space, plasma. Space, S, plasmas. Page 3 body maybe that you would run first and test our scouting ability, or maybe make it to the city and be captured. Not integrate your skin with storm plasmas. Space, plasmas, E-N-T-R-I-E-Y, entire, space, entire, right double quotation mark. New tab. E-H-N, sovereign. Space. Sovereign. T-R-E-D, tried. E-O-T, not. O-A-O, show. A-I-A, his. C-O-N. Con. New line, tab. Body left single quotation mark. Space, W-E-V. V-E-W. D-O-N-T, don't. E-A-T, react. O-A-A, boss, comma. Space. B-U-T, but. D-U-E, do. T-O-2. T-E, the P-R-O-P-T-E-R-I-E-F, properties. I-V-I-E-G-U-N, begun. P-A-N-G, pushing. T-E, the. D-E-T-H, S, depths. P-A-A-A, plasma. T-E-G-A-U-T, throughout. Your E-N-T-I-E, entire, Y-T-E-M, system, space. Period. Space, A-U-D, should, E-B-U-Y, fully. A-T-E-D, saturated. I-N-N-A, A-R, another. A-U-R, hour. Or, O, so, O, A, this, space. Period. Body right double quotation, right double, semicolon. S. S, semicolon. Semicolon. Body right single quotation mark. S. S. New line. S. S, tab. Page 3 body sovereign tried not to show his con. L-U-N, confusion, space. Confusion, comma, space. N-D-N. N-I-N-P, simply W-E-N-T, went. O-2, A-K-ask, space, S, comma, space. O-B-E-R, V-R, I-N-G-G. Observing, T-E, the, N, N-A-M. E-R, N-F, fisherman's, R-A-I-E-D, raised. A-N-D, hand. W-E-N, when, A-E-T-R-E-D, turn, A-I-E-D, head. T-O-2, A-K, ask, space, ask, period. Space, R-E-R, river. A-O-O, catch, A-I-E, his. A-A-D, head. A-D-N-T-A-E, the. Oh, what boy. E-A-D-E, beside. H-N, sovereign. Space, sovereign. P-O-K-E, spoke. O-T-What, softly, space, softly, period. New tab, bottom left double quotation mark. M, what, my. D-A-D, dad. D E N T doesn't. N E E D need. T E E T rest of. T E the space the. D E I P E S decibels. E I C E E S I P E S disciples. Knowing T that page 4 body. My dad doesn't need the rest of the disciples knowing that. His. N E W new. Space E T newest P E T pet P R O G E C T project. A has A P I paint O E R S E tolerance. Space tolerance. A high. E A enough. T O 2. T E take I N A M U A much. E the E R G Y energy. A U A V E have space. A D Y already comma. Space. So K E E P K T that T O 2 R L L yourself. L A yeah space. Yeah period. Ellipsis yeah period. Yeah period. Body right double quote new tab. E R I G N sovereign. D N T didn't E E L feel. E choice. I N T E the A T T R matter. Period. R nor D did. E T U what truly. E E L feel. E D he E N been. E N given. O N E one period. New tab. I G E guess. I L D N T shouldn't. E B M A D mad A T at A T A Anastasia E N then if E N even space even space even page 4 body. I guess I shouldn't be mad at Anastasia then if even space even T R there N own P E people C E T covet T at this at T L stuff space T that M H much period. New la tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. W A Y A R E R Y U A L at I still A R E here space. Here come right space A S K E D asked R river space T R N G turning A D head R D toward E R E where A his E wife at T O D stood space. Stood period space A G O N grown N O Y N it's E annoyance E N A N A O B U obvious N O Y it's E annoyance space annoyance space annoyance E came O N from E R her A N location space location D E O N woman U N own N U space woman space woman at woman's C S O N N space N O O C A S O O N raccoon N O O A R space woman's A C O N cocoon of mana E L fell A W A walk away K N G make it E R her E A easily S E E N seen A N D N O probably S I B E visible O 2 T A E R S others space others period other O M from W A T what F E R G N sovereign A D head F H G A E R E D gathered space gathered period gathered by T N I N G listening O 2 T E A D R E N children F E A K S I N N H U A hush W A F E R S whispers E A H T I N E time A E P I N T E D pointed E R E T out period new line tab page 4 bottom tab bottom left B E A U E because Y R you're at O N son H A has R E D forced space forced space forced D E R O F space has I P P E D tipped A E the S A L E S scales I N N space in Y R U N E W E T newest D I S I P E S disciples A V R favor space favor A N D N N O T not T E P P E D stepped O E T out I N E line space because your son has tipped the scales in your newest disciple's favor and not stepped out of line. Line comma body right double quotation marks A D said H I hit I I H space said R at rivers E wife space E wife comma A D N H I N again R H E D laugh period new line tab bottom left double quotation mark S T A M stream space stream comma space double 8 Y A E R Y O U D I N G doing T A I this space this T O 2 Y R your N A E R mother space mother comma A E she A D had A P N E D planned A U N T hunt R 4 Y U L all space all comma E R Y U N T not E A G E R eager T O to E leave space leave question mark right double quotation mark new line tab T E the boy E D E beside E I N N sovereign D D E D nodded space nodded period nodded comma G sharing his fathers R laughter period new tab bottom left up Y E S yes comma T just T E D wanted T O to E E C A O how R far T A E D kid D T E take I T comma I W U A D E Sade E D A S space U A I D said A E he W A F was A K I N akin space akin T O 2 G R A N D grandfather, space. Grandfather, comma, space, but only believe, it, space. Yes, just wanted to see how far the kid would take it. I knew you said he was akin to grandfather, but I only now believe it. It, period. Body right, double, new line, tab. Body left, double quotation mark. Will, you, end. This, drill. Your appears, then, boy, comma, space, this, is, bit, much, for, warm, up, space, up, period, up, comma, space, even, what my, beloved. SOLICE, misspelled solace. SECIACE, solace. LOOK, looks. TIED, tired, comma, tired, comma, space. Long. Bin. CAMOLGEDD, camouflaged. Dear, space, dear, question mark. Body right, double quotation mark. New tab. SOLACE, solace. ANDN, stream. Space, stream, comma, space. Comma. Stream, comma, space. I am must truly not any kind threat if river is letting me stand space me so close to what family space family period family thought sovereign space sovereign period space he his own friends had threatened space threatened comma space ANDN each and soft and T wasn't strong each eight enough two space two at P stopped there PERTEL misspelled pretend ATNETRE potential space opponents comma space would always case period case question new tab another struck each and sovereign and space n his and mine returned quickly enough New what so close to his family. Solid new line. Beloved Solace looks tired. New line. Solace and stream. So what new another bow struck Sovereign, and his mind returned quickly enough. End of text space. Enough. That. Even. Double two here. Streams. Response period. New tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. Left double quote response streams. Page 4 body stream ERTS space. Here. Rivers. Wife's space. Another bowl wasn't strong enough to so close to solid new line. Beloved Solid, will you end this drill for your peers and boy? This is a bit much for a warm-up. Even my beloved Solace looks tired. How long have you been camouflaged like that, my dear? Left double quotation mark. W-A-E, where? E-R-E-A-W. W-A-E, where? Hells. Him, B-U-T, but. I-D-O-N-T, don't K, K-E-E-N, even, don't know. I-F, G-O-N-D-R, grander, I-N. I-B-I-T, invisibility, D-U-D, wood. D-O-K, work, N-A-E-A-I-D, child, space. Child, comma, space. I, capital I, body space, I, space. Comma. Child, comma. Space. I, body, E-N, even. Y-O-U, space, U-O-Y. E-D, used, A. A, aura, of. S-T-E-A-T-A, stealth. Space. Stealth, comma. Space. Space, comma. Stealth. A-R-G-E, large. E-A, enough. A-U-D, around. N-Y-S. Myself. T, that. E, some. T, bolts. T, that. Space, that. T, U, cat, struck. T, E, A-I-D, E, and children. W-A-E-R-E, where? E-E-R-E-H, E-R-E, where? E-T-I-E, entirely. I-N-I-I-B, E, invisible, space. Invisible, period. Body right, double quotation mark, new tab. D-A-M-N-N-A-D, A-E-S, Hell's comma, space. Did, I, but I-S, missed, T, that, space. That question mark. New line, tab. Body left single quotation mark. Y-O-U-M-T-M-A-V, have. S-O-V-E-E-G-N-N-G-E-R-E-V-O-S, space, have. F-O-V-E-G-N, sovereign, space. Page 4 body, you must have sovereign. Space, pause. King. A-I-A-R-I-U-N, hilarious, space. Hilarious, semicolon, new tab. Tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. A-R-E-R-Y-U-U-D-O-N-E, done. K-I-D, kid, comma, right double quotation mark. Space. A-L-E-E-L, E-D, est. T-E-A-M, stream. Stream, comma, G glance, R-D, toward. S, Sovereign space. Sovereign period. Period. Sovereign period. Period. Sovereign semicolon. Stel A O who R E T R N E D returned. D E N R U T E R J E gave. T E the. Okay. Okay. Signal delta A with N E 1 A N D hand comma E O E before A N K G think E E E T T R better T N D G I V G giving A H U M thumbs U P up space up period up I N T A D instead space instead period. New line tab. STEAM stream. Space stream PRED performed. Space performed. Space performed. Page 4 body stream performed. Space performed. A single. F U R T R further. P M Paul at T street. I K E strike space. Strike comma strike T almost E instance E the E H A T that I L B B O L T bolt space bolt S T R U V E R E N sovereign space sovereign period.
My full-time job is a vending machine and snack bar operator. So I get to try all these new kind of candies and stuff. And I don't know if people have tried this because I literally never heard of it anywhere else, but Kinder Bueno, it's almost like a, I'm gonna call it like a, my lady used to eat these candies, Tafife or Toffee or something. I can't remember what they're called. But they're like a Twix and like a like a crispy wafer cookie kind of. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but they're good. You should try them if you haven't. Absolutely fantastic.
Stream performed a single further palm strike almost in the same instance that another bolt struck Sovereign. Period. Sovereign period. Space. E. E. W. A. E. N. When? Space. When? A. His. N. D. My. E. T. E. D. Return. Space. D. D. Return. A. T. Site. E. E. Before. A. Him. A. T. E. D. Shifted. A. E. O. T. So. Of. O. L. Roll. A. Call. W. A. P. E. R. O. E. D. Perform. Space. Perform. D. A. E. Of. A. D. E. Children. Space. Children. Period. New page. Tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. S. T. E. Strikes. O. P. E. T. E. D. Completed. 1. 2. 2. 3. 9. 9. 9. 0. 6. 6. 7. 1307. Comma. Body right double quote. D. Said. D. D. Said. S. T. E. M. String. Space. E. G. Yelling. In. A. A. Space. In. Space. Yelling period. Space. A. E. E. T. Beat. A. His. A. E. T. Chest. Space.
Hold on, guys. I think my daughter's home. I gotta go let her in.
Stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on 2 separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
He beat his chest. T. T. Chest. A. N. D. N. E. G. A. N. Began. J. U. N. P. N. G. J. R. N. N. U. D. Around. Space. Around period. New line. Tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. S. T. I. E. S. Strikes. P. E. R. L. R. N. E. D. Performed. Space. Performed, comma. Space. 1 9 9 9 9 0 0 1 1001 comma 1 quotation mark. Bottom new line right double quotation space right double quotation mark body right space A E E A C A E came F T E the E T next E line space line comma line comma A which E D caused A T fight O 2 E can't break E T out A S T E the E X N-E-T, next, E, line, E-D, yelled, N, E, Eve, A-R, higher, N-U-M, number space. Number period. Period. Number period. New tab.
Yeah. No.
Tab. New line. New period. Number period. Period. Number period. Period. Number period. New tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. E-A-T, eat, I-S, S-T, it. T-Y-R, T-N-Y-Y, tyranny, space, Y-N-N-A-R-Y-T, T-Y-R-A-N-T, tyrant, space, tyrant, comma, space. 1, 1, 11, 1, 3. 1113. S-T-R-E-E, misspelled streaks.
Streaks.
E-K-E. K-E-S, strikes. E-R-F-R-E-D, performed, space. Page 5, body, eat a tyrant. 1113 strikes performed. Performed, right double quotation mark. New tab. T-E, the, A-R-D, third, I-N-N. I-N-E, line. A-R-G-E-D, charge, E-O-N-D, sec, P-A-S-E, place, space. Place, comma, A-R-A-I-G, space, charting, G-N-I-T-R-A-H-C, space, comma, place, comma, space, C-A-A-I-N-G, crashing, I-N-O, enter, T-A-R, there, T-A-R-G-E-T, target, A-M-I-D-T, amidst. A-A-L-U-R-R, flurry, O-F, L-O-double, blows, space, blows, period. New line, tab. Bottom left double quotation mark. W-A-A-T, what? D, did, I-M-I-S. Miss question mark, right double quotation mark. Right S. Miss comp, still A, Y, Y, A, R, E, R, T, A, E, they. A, T, I, G, fighting, space. Fighting, right double quotation mark. New line, tab, S, T, E, A, M, stream. B, U, M, E, D, bumbled. D, E, M, U, B, space, stream. B, U, bum, semi, M. M, P, E, D, bumped. A, I, M, him, space. Page 5, body, stream, bumped him. N-I-H-D-E-P-M-U-B, space, stream, T-E-P-P-E-D-O-E-R, closer, B-U-M-P-I-N-G, bumping, F-E-H-N, sovereign, A with, A-N-E-L-B-O, double, elbow, space, elbow, period.
Yeah. Yeah. Then buy yourself some food, darling. How? You got paid on Friday.
Yeah, I'm broke.
What? You did. Give me a second. Let me finish this up.
Safari, 17 pages, Finder, Streamlabs death button, end stream, live 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 22, end stream, button.
Alright guys. Well, this was longer than I actually even thought it was going to be. I was only going to write for about 45 minutes, but we got some writing in there. We did a couple pages. Not too bad. I'm excited for this next section because I'm going to do the hunt for the large crabs for this next section that he's going to use to make these fish tacos. All of which you guys will figure out by either reading Ending Endless when it comes out later this year, or if we start to release chapters on RoyyalRoad. But I don't know that we're going to do that. I think this was just going to be a pure Amazon release because it's a huge project. My first epic. I think it's going to be, I want to say about 450,000 words to get us right into the good audio book size. And yeah. All right. Well, let's go. Yeah. It was a good time. Thanks, guys. Hope you guys come back either for if I do another stream later today, or if when I do the Life of Symphony Omen, A Rumor of Angels tomorrow, the refresher. We're going to start that series from the beginning. If you guys are interested, come and check out the experiment I'm doing on RoyyalRoad, where I'm releasing 5 different unreleased stories all at once, just to see how they work, how the stories go, all of it. I have Monday with The Rumor of Angels, about Symphony Omen, interesting story about a young man who essentially has the legacy of a cursed family. Then we have on Tuesday, we have Across the Middle, Volume 1, Bootleg, which is my fantasy story, a football fantasy story, with all kinds of crazy elements in it. You're going to see. It's going to get wild very quickly. Then we have Wednesday with Mythical Heretic. That's my time looper story, one of my favorites. Female main character, which is probably why it's going to do the best. It's short chapters. I'm just practicing because, I want to be able to write female characters better and not just have them be, moving the story forward because they're interested in boys and, silly stuff. I want deep characters. Thursday we have Cornerstone Coins, which is pretty much my city building project, pretty much my love for civilization coming out in the story. And then we have but that he's also a thief. It's a thief-based storyline too, so it's pretty interesting. And then we have Friday with Lineage of Lincoln Lex, which is going to be probably one of the better stories released on that site in a while, because it's a truly unique concept. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how people vibe with that one. But yeah, and that's the one I'm doing the contest that I did my admission for the contest for RoyyalRoad Writing competition this time. So you gotta pump out some words. I'm gonna do 2 refreshers on this, or 2 or 3 refreshers on that one this week, because there's a lot of chapters between where I'm at and where I will need to be to start writing it again, and I'm gonna have to have all the details and, like I said, the detail sheet and background information to catch myself back up. But yeah. All right, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you're writing, and I hope you come back either later today or tomorrow or both. May the mana be with you, my fellow cultivators.